Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. How's everyone doing? Welcome back. Going with ATS today. Where have you guys been on the virtual roads? Have you been driving? Have you been playing something else? Let me know. I have been stuck in flight sim and in real life. Quite a few events happening at work. But yeah, before that happens, let's go and chill out first in ATS and enjoy a little bit of chill time, hopefully, and hopefully no crashes. How are you doing? Scotsman, Ark, thanks for joining. Hey Moab, how are you, man? Welcome back. How are things? So yes, I've been looking for a game, a new mod, actually, and I could not find a really new mod. But then again, I just loaded up ATS, and I was like, the Mack Superliner just appeared right in front of me, because apparently that was the last truck I drove in this profile when I did the mod spotlight, I guess. And I figured, one second, I haven't driven this yet long. I think I've driven this max around 30 minutes. So that's what we're driving with today. And we're going with the Mac on Mac combo. Mack Superliner with the MAC Stepdeck from Bart. We'll see. How many miles have I driven? That is a good question. I have multiple profiles, but this is the one I drive the most, at least drive the longest. Where do you find that? I think when we load it, right? Let's see once we load it. Probably not as long as you guys have. Hey Jaguar, goodness, happy 1 year. Happy 1 year. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the resub, and thank you for the consistent support. Let's have a look, Mob. Hey Deso, just in time indeed. Yes, right on schedule, as they say. All right. How do we look at this? Nothing terribly new. We are going with the Mack Superliner from Dieling. That is this guy right here. It's a free mod. It adds on top, well, it takes the interior from Harvin. That is the starting point, and then he adds a lot more modifications there, right? Tweaks the interior, puts a totally different exterior, his own customizations, but the base is the Mac R from Harvin, so it's free as well. And yes, as always, it's in the mods list. Right, I was actually originally thinking of going with the HX520, but it's a bit modern, right? And kind of in the mood for, when I saw the Superliner welcome me as I loaded my profile, I was like, this is what we're going with. Now granted, it is a bit similar to the Mac R that we have in the ONOP series, but quite different at the same time. So it's just the right similarity / difference ratio. Mac and cheese, yes. Also inspired by Miguel, who is a real life truck driver in our community, and he just finished driving a Mac dump truck. So yes, indeed, Blah. Yeah, Blah is known for having that as his favorite. Have you been driving that long? Because this one, I know when it released, you were super happy about it. Okay, so that's what we're going with. We're also implementing some of the new mods that I've been adding to the ONOP series. So I also added them here. The Trilix rims, as recommended by Tyler. I really like this. This is my favorite at the moment. Very sleek. Do you guys know if this is like a common setup? Is this maybe how do you say, a European, a US specific setup? And is it used only for new trucks, old trucks? because it does have that classic vibe to it, but at the same time it's very fancy but not in a flashy way. I really like it. And then you can color all the different parts separately, so very customizable. Hey Patrick, how's it going, man? Thanks for making it. Bones. Driving the new blue Mac R from the series for the night stream. It's a different one, Deso, but it's also blue. And it's a Mac as well, but quite different. But yes, close enough. Thank you guys for joining. So yes, we will be starting off somewhere in Wyoming, if I remember correctly. I think in the middle, and I hope we can make our way south for a change, maybe go to Mexico. But yes, that's the setup we're going with. As I was actually planning on testing out the new trailer as well, but the stars didn't align for that, so maybe next time, we'll see. But yes, for now we're going with the MAC Stepdeck from Bart, so we got some nice interesting cargo opportunities and we can actually see them as we load them up. Enjoying trains too much. Oh yes, I see the photos. I've been looking at the discussions in Discord. Pretty cool stuff. I wish I had more time to go and drive more trains. I haven't even tried the DLC, the new DLC yet, because I was given a copy of the new DLC, the new German route, I think, right? From I forgot which cities. But yes, with the tiltage, with the tilting routes, so you can go high speed even on bends. I wanted to try that. So this is the truck, and I actually have a real life basis of where I got this from. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see. 1 second. If I put that there, and then get some music in, and I show that to you like so, this is actually where I got it from. So I was looking for a real life Mack Superliner, and this one is pretty old school, 91 looks like. So I copied some of the parts, not 1-to-1, but close enough. Removed even the sunroof, the sun visor. Remove the filters, but yeah, it looks as classic as it gets. It doesn't have all the options. Our truck here in the game doesn't have all the options, like just a single stack instead of double, but it's close enough. And yeah, if you look at that, right, looks like the real thing indeed. So I tried to copy as well the type of bumper it has. Quite cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like 91, or maybe I'm just old that 91 doesn't feel that long to me. But look at this, how classic this is. Look at the interior. So that's the interior. Look. At this point, it's actually hard to see if this interior is black or brown. I think it's originally black, right? But yeah, with all the dirt, with all the wear and tear, it's getting to brown now, bit by bit. So we're going with a brown interior, just because of that. Zeemod Smack, yes indeed, Arc, indeed. And we'll be doing some fine tuning on the volume, so I can apply those same volume levels on the series as well. There you go. Dresden to, is it Chemnitz or Chemnitz? Go to Mexico with a Mexican boat. Oh my goodness. We probably will try to go into Mexico, but hopefully not with a boat. Yes, indeed, Miguel. Inspired by you. Inspired by your photos. It's a bit different. I think this is a bit more classic than what you have. Although now that I look at it, this looks similar to what you had, right? Not exactly the same, the transmission that you showed. Yours was like an 8-speed, 8+2 maybe. This one looks like a 10-speed Eaton Fuller transmission. Is it? No, it's 9-speed actually. Interesting. Yeah, first time I've seen a 9-speed Eaton Fuller. Wow. Yeah, so let's have a look inside the truck later in the sim if it looks very much like this. But yes, I tried to copy at least the overall feeling, the overall vibe here, so that you see Something like that as well. Not 1-to-1, but close enough. And it's more pristine than what we saw in the photo. Okay, looks good. Let's get going. Looks very similar. Easier. Yeah, hey Skyer, how are you, man? Sorry I missed your message initially. How's it going? Have you decided where to spend that Steam balance? So here's the truck. As I mentioned, I changed the wheels to the Trilex setup. Miguel, you might be maybe you're familiar with these Trilex setups. Do you still see it in trucks, or is that like an old setup kind of thing for older trucks? Because it looks pretty fancy. It looks very mechanical. Yeah. Let's go in here. Zeemod sounds here. Now the sounds here are maxed out, so this might get loud, especially with my voice. So my voice might get muted. So we'll adjust the sounds as we go. But for now, maxed out. Hey Alex, thanks. Glad you made it, man. And as always, how are you? Hope a bit better than the few days. Every day getting better bit by bit, I hope. Can't wait for bigger cabs. Right, yeah, it only has a day cab at the moment. Day cab with or without filters. So yes, Gmod doing what Gmod does. And inside, you kind of get a little bit of insulation, but just a tad. Like just something shifts, but it's not really insulated, right? So it's going to still get pretty loud. And yes, I picked a brown interior for a change. And yes, Alan is pretty comfy right there in front. And we have the truck info just almost out of the visual right there. So it's not in the way. Yeah, that's not allowed to be said anymore. Yeah, I hope it. I was hoping it had a sleeper, but no. The Superliner we have in the game is currently only a day cab. So as we drive, guys, you help me out and adjust the volume because this is maxed out. And I've gotten comments in the videos where we have the same engine that the sound was too loud. They couldn't hear me. And yes, as we do this, we'll get more into the challenging stuff later as we get on the road here on the highway. The sounds will get even louder. 1 second. 13 speeds. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted. So just for full reference, these are the audio levels at the moment, all maxed out. Although the master volume itself is 50%. So I would expect we would need to lower these later on. RTA Superliner. Ah, that might be. I hope Dieling adds one. Let's go and look for a job here. Looks so much like the truck you drove today. Oh, nice. That's also where it was. Did you have to use it? Are CB radios still a very common device here for truckers? Is it starting to get phased out? How's the situation there? Alright, let's see where we can go. I do want to head south for a change because we always go through here, alright? Because of my favorite, Pro Mods Canada, Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado. Maybe this time let's go south to Mexico as far as we can at least. Let's go for the longest route we can get. Old Superliner had a sleeper. Ah, I see. Not compatible anymore, I see. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for joining, man. Welcome back. Glad you made it to the stream. How's it going? Tonka toy, real life weight. Have you guys seen this cargo before? This is like single toy, small toy, in the middle of the flatbed. At night, things get a bit wild. Ah, yes, I know that issue. Everything is super bright. Yeah. So, any preference per loading or a destination maybe is what we can aim for. Manure? Why not? Maybe not, huh? Maybe not. It had a Mac. It was a Mac engine. Nice. How were the sounds? 1 second. I'm trying to read through what kind of Mac it was you drove. No more Rusty Mac R. Yeah, no more Rusty Mac R. We've graduated from that. You can go and take some tractors with us. That would be nice. Passing through Colorado, getting to New Mexico, then maybe going south further. Yeah, we can go with that. Offer expires in 15 hours, so we have enough time. Mac ENDT. Had to use it when you go into the cement plant. Cool, man. Cool. First thing, Daniel. It's a private overlay that I did. It's something that only the viewers can see. Only you guys can see. I don't see it on my own screen. So it's mainly for streaming. And it's technically a skin in the ETS2 telemetry server. So if you want more info, you can Google ETS2 telemetry server. It will lead you to the SCS forums on that thread, and you'll see there are a lot of skins made for it, like replicating dashboard skins. But for me, I made it as an overlay for the stream. Hey, drive safely. How's it going, man? Are you still tinkering with some aspect of your mod? What do you have lined up next? Always fun to see those little updates. Just get surprised with them now and again. And if anyone's wondering, let me answer it now. In our recent videos, right, in ETS2 and ATS, I get at least one question about it. How do you get the road without the snow? So if anyone's wondering, it's by editing the Frosty SCS file that you downloaded from Grimes. So go inside that SCS file, open it using 7-zip or whatever zip file extractor you're using. Go inside the material folder. Inside the material folder, you'll see a roads folder. Delete that roads folder and you should be set. It's great, Daniel. Thanks. Yeah, I have not had time to share it, unfortunately. I always wanted to refine it before I shared it, but didn't get time to do so. How's the volume so far, guys? When we're driving here low speeds, how is it so far? The engine brake. Well, you'll hear it in 3, 2, 1, now. Not too shabby. The sound actually feels a bit different versus the Mac R, which is great, because it seems like maybe it has a different cabin insulation from the Mac R, maybe, but it kind of feels different. So even though you have the same engine, maybe it's not exactly one-to-one because the cabin is different. That's something new they added in 143, that modders can now customize that. Yeah, Mac ENDT from Zeemods with the version 2 update is what we're using. I also like that small GPS there. Just large enough to see where you need to go without blocking the view. You're grinding hype. There it is. It Sorry. I lost the gear. Yes, Zeemods indeed. Does it sound similar to what you drove, Miguel? Normally people say that the Mac R from Mac ENDT from Zeemods does not really sound like the Mac R they're familiar with, because I think there is something custom about what about the truck that Zeemod recorded, but I'm not sure with this update. Is it closer? Is it familiar? Lot of tinkering to do indeed. Nice. So many choices. That's great. That's a good problem to have. Well, whatever you come up with, looking forward to it. In the meantime, glad to have you here. Chill and relax for now. Soundproofing. Oh, nice feedback on the wheel there. I can actually feel that sometimes the tires are lifting off the ground because of the uneven surfaces. Like there's like a split second where the tire floats off the ground there. Quite nice. Losing a bit of traction along the way. Same sound, 85 map. Nice. It's awesome, man. It's great to hear. Alright, here we go. Take some tractors with us, some farm sim. Let's say these are Jack's tractors. I think he was playing farm sim yesterday. Unfortunately, I could not join. Very busy at the moment, IRL. So I was happy to have this time at least to stream with you guys. What soundproofing is that, Syllabones? Is that the one with the... where Drive Safely got the values from SCS and he applied that so that trucks that are not updated can still get some insulation at least? Or is this is there a totally separate mod for it now? Whoa. Oops. Might have gotten a bit too close. That might require a sharper turn here. So yeah, where have you guys been driving? Or have you guys been driving at all? Or have you been playing other games at the moment? Not much activity I've seen in Truck Sim so far. We all know what that means. That means there's something big coming, whether that's in the form of a mod or of a game update. But yeah, there are these lulls from time to time, right? Where we can get some time to enjoy what we have already and look forward to what's coming. Is that good enough? Let's have a look outside. Yeah, I think that looks good. I like this pretty classic look. Later on, what we can do is start the engine from inside and get a feel of how it sounds, how different it sounds then. You've been driving in Oregon to do this glider. Oh, nice. Yes, definitely. That, I think, will be getting an update soon, right? Fancy tractors at the back. You can even see the dirt on the tires. Don't show that. Don't show that to Rohan. And yeah, we have some, what do you call this thing at the side? Is that a plow? Cultivator? No, it looks too small, right? Yeah, maybe a plow. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten into farm sim. Cool. Hey, Larger, how's it been? Thank you for sharing that on, what's her name? Zolo? Very nice. This is the Mack Superliner from Dieling for the truck, and the MAC Stepdeck, Mac without a K, Stepdeck from Bart here. And that's the nice custom plate that Bart offers. You can choose any plate from any state even some Canadian plates, and then you can add your own letters, each and every letter and each and every color. Quite nice. Hey Zellabones, thank you for 5 months, man. Appreciate the resub. 1 second, did I not do that here? I told you guys I'd start the engine from inside, right? So let's do that. The truck is freeware, the trailer is payware. Yeah. Right. Any news on your CSLDT, Alex? Any luck with the release date on that, or arrival date, or I'm not sure what you call it. Forza Horizon 5, nice. Some fast-paced racing action. Quite nice though, I haven't driven in a while. The only time I can drive these days is when I'm recording a video or streaming. So I'm happy to have this time, because driving this way, always relaxing. Until end of Feb, I see. What is the sound? Zeemods. Zeemods Mack ENDT. And if I remember right from Alex, Mack ENDT, the ENDT sounds for... the T is for turbocharged, is it? The T at the end? Can't remember what the END stands for. But it's a Mac engine from Zeemods. Of course, Z, exactly. Thank you. Unfortunately, I have not had time to record an ETS 2 Season 2 episode yet. I know some of you guys have been looking forward to that too, because our next destination is the new area in Norway for ProMods 260. Hopefully over the weekend or the next couple of days I can record, but so far it's been busy. I like that stop sign with the lights for visibility, because it does seem like a very accident prone area, right? Finding the right gear. Let's go and stop and follow. I think technically we should have stopped right before the sign, but that felt a bit too far from the road. Now I did notice that with the Superliner, comparing it with the R, you actually have quite a few different dials in here. So the dials here in the Superliner are a lot more action-packed. Not sure what they mean though, so we'll go and have a look at them one by one. Also, it looks like we'll need to refuel. Hey Fad! How are you doing? Thanks for joining and saying hi. Are you a fan of Truck Sim as well? How's the volume, guys? This is getting loud now, isn't it? Shall we lower it? Let me know. Yar, Jack! What were you streaming? Sorry you couldn't join. Were you racing a while ago? Did that race push through? I was hearing some other sound there. Let's see what the speeds are here. 45. Okay, good. Tried the ISX straight pipe from Krishmo. Oh yeah, that's his newest version, right? Not too shabby. Nice. Not bad sound for a freebie. Good to hear. Yeah, if you're craving for some open pipe sounds, that might not be too bad. Grab Veko. Why? Is Calvin here? Well, Jack is here, so I guess he'll more than be happy to volunteer to drive one for us. Feels like being inside of the cab. Okay, great, great. So is it true the insulation in the Mac is not the best? So it's not like the modern trucks I imagine. Oh crap! That was a bit sudden. That came out of nowhere. Wow, that was a bit late. Blame Scotsman. That's Scotsman right there. Or maybe this is blah. Probably blah. And now we are at a deadlock. Shall I reverse? So he goes. He actually waits for me. What the heck? Why is he waiting? I'm right behind the barrier anyway. It's interesting. Did the same with the Ruda Pete. Okay, we have to be very careful with these railroad crossings. They kind of like have a 1 second notification. Happened to you two at the same place. Ah, okay. Glad I'm not alone. So maybe that area needs a bit of refinement. Oh yeah, yes, good point. It did sound very nice. Jingly bells and everything. Awesome stuff, man. You shall not pass. In old trucks, sound isolation is next to none. Okay, so this is pretty spot on. Okay. Oh yeah, we are in Wyoming. We are in Riverton, sorry. Unique for that train, and it plays at slow speeds. Ah, I see. Wow. The attention to detail. Thanks for pointing it out. This is the Mack ENDT engine sound from Zeemod. I think it's not the most powerful. I think this one I chose was 350 horsepower. This is the strongest variant already, the most powerful variant. But yeah, it's not the strongest. Which kind of makes sense. That truck that we showed you, the truck that I showed in the beginning of the stream, the real life truck, that had a 300 horsepower engine. So even weaker than this one. But it should be enough to get the job done. Just not in the fastest way. Oh yes, I was asking this in the series. Maybe some of you guys know the details. So I'm wondering about the relation of the engine and the transmission. So if I want like a higher top speed, how do I achieve that? Because for example in the Mac R in our series, in our own up series, it tops out at around 60 miles per hour. If I want to reach 70 or 80, what do I need to do? Is it enough to upgrade the engine to a more powerful one? Or do I also have to change the transmission for the gear ratios and whatnot? Because in the Mac R, I'm at 8 high, the highest gear already. And I'm revving at around 1500, 2000 RPMs. And I'm still only at 60 miles. So it feels more like a transmission thing to me, but I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me out. A Traveco or a Renault Magnum? Tough choice, man. Tough choice. Can I just walk to where I'm going? You need a different rear axle ratio. Ah, okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for clearing it up. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because it didn't feel like the engine was struggling, like the engine was having a hard time. It was reaching those speeds, but the revs were too high already. So it is a gear ratio kind of thing, huh? Okay, cool. So we can do that here. We can experiment that here, because I think we're in the same boat. So I'm in 8 high now, and we're only reaching around 60 miles per hour. So what we can do is tweak the differential. We can choose a different transmission later. Maybe pick a... Ooh, I'm thinking. the differential should be higher, I think, right? Which means the number, the actual differential ratio should be lower. The number itself is lower. Oh, there's a viewpoint there. I missed it. Dang it. Hey, Fudge. Yes. Oh, cool. Follow me on YouTube. Nice. Oh, that's great to hear. Salamat, salamat. Awesome to hear, man. Enjoy the journey. It's a fun ride, literally and figuratively. And yes, hoping for the best for you. Thank you. Thanks for being here and sharing that story. Driven the Renault Premium. The Renault Premium was not so bad to me. The Renault Magnum, though, that's a different thing. I remember driving the Renault Premium with EVR sounds. The first sounds were the juggling, the water jugs that juggle when you hit a pothole or something. You guys know the sound? You guys recall that sound? Oh, that was iconic. First time I heard such a sound in the game. In real life, you're taking truck driving lessons. Nice. On a Scania R480. Wow. That's amazing, man. Is it helping your the skills you've developed in ATS or ATS2? Is it helping with your truck driving lessons? Like, are you much better at reversing because of the game and stuff like that? Lower rear axle number will get you more top speed. Okay, thank you. So I think that is the purpose of those overdrive transmissions, right? The overdrive, the last gear actually has a lower ratio. Is it called lower ratio or higher ratio? But it's less than 1. So the... Oh my goodness. I always forget this kind of thing. But yeah, the lower the number, the better it is for faster speeds, I think, if I remember correctly. Because the ratio at which the shaft rotates is... the shaft needs to rotate less, and it drives... Oh my goodness, I can't explain the details. I'll let you guys explain. Enjoying the warmth of the engine. The cat? Oh yes, yes. Alan loves it. This spot. The best view. Although I'm not sure if he really likes the view. Yeah, I think you're right. He just likes the warmth. Because he's just sleeping there. Why? What did I do? I think I've been cheated there. AJ Prince, have you the... 1 second, I don't quite get the question. This is a 13-speed Eaton Fuller, yes. You miss your old cat every time you see that sizzle model. Oh, goodness, I know you're not the only one, man. There are a couple of cat lovers here in our community. And I love hearing about the stories. I love seeing the photos. And yeah, this is one way we can immortalize them at least. Who was that in our community who modified this cat, changed the skin so that it resembles his real cat? Is that Grey Dog? Yeah, there's someone in our community, right? That's awesome. Having the cat in real life and in the game. Same look. Thanks, J Prince. Ticketed for being too blue. Might be. Wonder what that guy did. Probably swerved too late like I did. Taking the rigid chassis first. Ah, I see. Then you get to articulated. Ah, cool. What is helping is a bit A bit is the space that the truck needs. Ah, I see. So SCS encouraged you, the game inspired you to take truck driving lessons. Awesome. Enjoy it, man, enjoy it. Good luck. Exactly, yeah. Blah is one of the consistent sharers there. And yes, it doesn't have to be your pet. It can be anyone's pets. It can be a meme you found. I love seeing those things. Hey, Boss Matt. How's it going? Musta? Thanks for the raid, man. Where have you guys been driving? Used to play Euro Truck. Nice. Just did a test. Oh, what test? How did it go? I missed an earlier raid, did I? 1 second. Oh yeah, I think J Prince hosted. Did something? Yeah, I think. Sorry about that. Thanks to the host, J Prince. Unless I missed something else. 1 second. This one I almost missed, but not quite. Let's take a photo. Not too shabby. Old school trucking. Yeah, man, I'm not sure if you were here already by then, Alex. Do you have more info on these? What's the name? Even the name I forget. My goodness, my brain right now is still sleeping. This kind of wheel. Try something wheels. Is this used for old trucks only? Is this more of a US or European thing? Because it looks so good. Like I want to use it in all my trucks right now. Try Lex. There you go. Thank you. Hey Patrick, thank you for that. Goodness. Thank you for that gifted sub. Drive safely. Welcome to the bro zone. Goodness. Appreciate it, man. Hey Pitcher, how's it going? Just took a picture. Sorry. I take that back. Thanks, man. Let's get some lights in here. Domes 379. Is that the $80 truck? My goodness. How is it? Or is it $70 now? The master of the dangly bits himself. I think that deserves a bit of Deltanic right there. Thank you for the bits, Patrick. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the constant support. It's 80. Oh my goodness, is it worth it? I'm struggling. 80, my goodness, wow. Must be one heck of a mod, huh? There was music playing in the background. Watch out, bits are flying. Patrick spits at that. Welcome to Twitch channel. Oh, are you welcoming Pitcher? Someone else? That's good. Dangly bits are back out, that's true. Let's go and check out the map for a sec. 1 second. So I want to do that experiment and I want to find the nearest mechanic so we can... Oh, I just passed one probably here in Casper. But there should be one in Wyoming at least. There it is. So we can stop by there. Right? And we can... like so. And then we can go and check out that theory. Because it does make a lot of sense. Changing the transmission. The differential ratio. Where I'm not sure if you can change per gear in this game. So I think the best we can do is this, the entire ratio will be different. Or yeah, I think in the transmissions, right, they have a setup that they say this is the gear ratio, and then this is the first gear ratio, the last gear ratio. So what we just need mainly is that last gear ratio. Let's go through that more as we get on the store. Yeah, that's the thing, J Prince. That doesn't seem like it, because I will still be limited by the transmission. The transmission only supports up to this speed, rev range. Not sure what it is. Yeah. So I think even if I upgrade my engine, I will still be limited. Because that's what happened in the ONOP series. We upgraded our engine, gained around, how much guys? Around 70, 80 horsepower. Didn't feel the difference when it comes to speed. So I think it's because the transmission is limiting us. It's built more, transmission was more for heavy duty hauling, I guess. And not top speed, not highway driving so much. Put them away. Sorry, you're saying Arc should handle Patrick's bits. Wanted it for a long time, and yesterday he finally had time to get it. I see. I'd say so. It looks and drives amazing. Well, glad you're enjoying it. Yes, that's the important thing, right? Doesn't matter what other people say. As long as you enjoy it, that's good. So congrats on your purchase. Colton's W900. I'm not familiar with it. How would you say it compares to Ruda's W900? Thanks for that, chap. Anything over 360 gear ratio is only better for heavy hauling. There you go. Yes, thank you. There's that. Yeah, I don't quite understand the numbers in transmission, so when we get to the mechanic, help me out, guys, okay? Because like there is the first gear ratio, right? That kind of goes hand in hand with the overall differential gear ratio, I think. Something like that. And I remember Alex was saying before that the game doesn't really have a very detailed description about this. So the info given is a bit lacking. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do with it. What did I... Me? Oh, I didn't say anything. Jack said it. I was just reiterating, trying to see if I understood what he's saying correctly. Took over the flat glass. Expensive as well. How much is that? Colton's W900. Nice. Hop over to the shop. Will do, thank you. Yeah, look at this one. We're at 60 miles per hour. The engine is really struggling here. The revs are getting too high. $65, at least it's cheaper. Because of the engine sound, you mean? Okay, let's tone down the engine sound. No, but really, how's the engine sound now, guys? This is the peak. Like when I'm speaking like this, I guess you can barely hear me anymore. So should we lower it? Like for the ONOP series, is this volume good? Or should we maybe lower it so my voice comes out better? What's your personal preference about it? Getting dark now, I think we have to sleep. 1 second, wrong button. But it's still early. Yeah, it's still early. We'll have to drive at night. Engine sounds good. You can hear. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's keep this then. Because I'd like to keep it as loud as possible, as long as you guys can still hear me properly. You might have added more. I see. My goodness, the engine is vibrating. My wheel is starting to feel the pressure. And my hands are starting to feel the pressure. Woo. How's our fuel doing? Not good, less than 1/4 left, guys. Might pull a Rizlag here. Maybe we should have slept. Let me have a look at the map. Yeah, we are pretty close though. I think we can just hang on for a bit and rest after we've gone to the truck shop. Need a new wheel. Lima X-Ray, I like the name. Are you an aviation fan by any chance? What graphic mod I'm using? I don't use any graphics mod. Well, in terms of the weather, nothing. So this is actually the default lighting. And yes, indeed, the default lighting has gotten much better since version 1.40. So graphics mods have not been as necessary as before. Yeah, try it out without first, because I think you will be pleased. If it's been some time since you played, you might be happy with the default lighting. The developers, SCS are the developers of this game. They've been really working hard to constantly update the game. And yes, recently they upgraded the weather, the lighting system. So for me personally, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't need a graphics mod. For sure, you can make it even better with a graphics mod, but it's not like necessary anymore for me. Yeah, maybe just better skies, but the lighting itself looks good for me. Yeah, enjoy. Thank you. Nvidia Freestyle. Nvidia Freestyle, yes, that's like the reshade equivalent, right? The problem with that is it's not very optimal. Well, in terms of performance, I think my GPU can handle it. But what I don't like is there are conditions with the Freestyle, right? Sometimes OBS doesn't see it, so when you're recording, when streaming, it is not visible. Or maybe it is, but when you're taking a screenshot, it's not included. So I have to use a different screenshot, and Photo Studio won't work. You know, those little things add to the hassle, and at the end of it all, I just got fed up with the additional conditions, and I just, maybe just not use it. I'm too lazy to fiddle with all that stuff. And yes, I think that requires Nvidia. What is the software they're using? Experience, right? I uninstalled my Nvidia Experience just to be on the safe side. So I only have the driver, but not the Nvidia Experience software. Just to keep it cleaner. If I could, I would also uninstall Logitech G Hub, but I need it for the settings. Sure thing, Lima X-Ray, enjoy. Yeah, we do have a lot of internal jokes. Some more obvious than others. But yes, we're keeping it as clean as possible, given that these guys are here. Yes, same with me, picture. I'm using that too. The raw extended. But those are more for anti-aliasing. So to reduce the jagged edges, but the lighting itself stays the same. Yeah, I agree. I agree, picture. I also like it much more than 400% scaling. I'm also using those tweaks. Yeah. Although mileage may vary, it also depends on taste. Sometimes if you don't have a large monitor, if you have a high resolution screen, you might not notice it anyway so much, so your mileage may vary, and we've all had conflicting points of view there. I think the last time I checked, more people were using the default settings than people who were using the Nvidia Profile Inspector settings. So it's just depends on your taste and setup. Right, here we go. So we have a gas station, we have a truck shop, we have a rest area. Perfect. First, let's go and fuel up maybe. If I can find the tank. Not this one. This might be for cars. Might be the other one. Smart Sharp. Some FX for freestyle too. Oh, nice. I think one of the main disadvantages of freestyle, or maybe it's there now, is the ability to load presets. Like in Reshade, right? You can just download from a person and then you get the same settings. In freestyle, you have to do the manual steps. Is that still the case now? It's been a while since I tried freestyle. Man, I like the lighting here. Looks so real, isn't it? As you're right under the light, the fluorescent light, is it? From the gas station there. And look, there are actually trucks right beside us fueling up too. Cool. Oh, same with me, picture. Same with me. Yeah. Whenever G-Hub updates, I have to set it up again in Nvidia Broadcast for the noise filtering and whatnot, because the mic disappears. And then I have to uninstall the steering wheel driver because it always thinks that my G27 is a G29. And then an identity crisis happens and you get that kind of thing. Yeah. Very messy. Hey Thor, how's it going, man? Hope you're keeping safe. How's the snow in Norway? How's the weather? I think it's getting worse. If I were to... I've been hearing from my German and Polish colleagues. They've been telling me the snow is getting worse. Or at least the weather has been getting colder. And it's been snowing more. So I would imagine if that's the case there, then it might be more for you. Great app. Oh yes, it's Jack's favorite, right, Jack? Logitech G-Hub ambassador right there. That's one of the reasons why I'm looking for a Thrustmaster as my next wheel when this one gives out. I want to try a different experience. I'm hoping Thrustmaster has better software. But to be honest, I'm not really sure either. Okay, let's go and configure. You guys help me out. Let's do this. So the engine is the strongest variant. ENDT B. TB is Turbo Boost maybe. I don't know what the B stands for. But 676. Okay. Looks good. 350 horsepower, 1277 pound-foot, or 1731 Newton meters for torque. Comparing with the older one we had, yeah, that's around 200 pound-feet more in torque. So torque is better, horsepower is better. What I'm not sure is what that RPM is for below. 1250 RPM. Is that actually telling us that's the ideal range for shifting? Because it doesn't seem like it. That seems too low. Because it does seem like that's saying that this is the peak torque at that RPM. So is this saying this is the most optimal torque? Maybe it is. So maybe I should be staying there if I want the best torque, but that doesn't mean that's when I shift, because I should shift after that. I don't know how it goes. Peak torque, okay, good, thank you. Yeah, Daniel, if I could, I would. The price difference is, I think, more than double. Not to mention the availability problems. So, Yeah, I think real life constraints at the moment, Daniel. But if I could, I would go for a Fanatec as well. You can run it to higher RPMs. I see. Okay, cool. You mean the track analysis here? Let's go and get Clumpy on chat. 1 second if I can find Clumpy. There you go. That should work, I think. So those are the stats. Basically the same. Oh yeah, this is this one, right? Let's do that. So let me go to the transmission. This is what I'm using indeed. So we do have, I'm actually selecting an overgear already. So you can see the last gear ratio is lower than 1. That's good for highway driving. So that's an overgear. Yeah, the differential ratio is pretty high. Would you call that? Yeah, it's higher than 3 point something. So I would ideally get a lower differential. But I'm not sure if there's an option for it. Oh, there is one, yeah. These guys. Maxi Torque. You guys know what the Maxi Torque is? That looks pretty good, actually, this one. 18 speed, 2.80 differential, 0.71 last gear ratio. That looks good for highways, I think. The 87 rear gear, no wonder. Is that a bit high? Just a tad? I see. Clumpy is back, exactly. Doesn't happen often. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't want to use the Maxi Torque because I had no idea what that is. Are these maybe automatic transmissions? Maybe Maxi Torque. So I wanted to select the Fuller, the Eaton Fuller transmissions, but those are very really limited. So if I just stick to the Fuller ones, I'm stuck with the 387 differential. Yeah, I don't think that's good. 3.10 to 3.25. Okay, that sounds good to me. Okay, let's go with Maxi Torque then. You guys okay with that? So let's pick one. 18 speed is okay. So one of these probably. Yeah, indeed. So we can actually have a visual representation of that, right? Going from the... So in here you can see these transmissions, Maxi Torque, T318, you have the same first gear ratio, 1642. You have the same last gear ratio, 0.71. And the only thing that changes across these is the differential ratio. So that goes lower in number. And if you look at how that affects the truck performance, you can see that as your differential goes lower, and correct me with my terminology, I'm always getting them mixed up. As the differential goes lower, you see the normal cargo, that's for normal weights and the highway driving, basically, that increases. Yeah, because it's getting more optimal for the highways, for those normal cargo. And then as you go there, then the trade-off is it's not built for heavy cargo anymore because you're built more for highway driving with lighter loads. Yeah, it kind of peaks out at that point. So yes. My goodness, that is exactly what Alex mentioned. Alex mentioned 3.25 or 3.10. You can see, if you look at normal cargo right here, as I go down in differential, that actually increases up to 3.25, and then it stays there. And then you just lose the other stats, but the normal cargo doesn't max out. So indeed, let's go with this one. I think that's the best balance. You don't have a lot of HP, so better not to go too high on the rear gear. Try 5 speed. Can you guys hear that? Background music from Mrs. Clumsy. Can you play it again? Oh, I don't think so. I think it's being filtered by the noise cancellation. Yeah, nothing. Nvidia broadcast is too good. Okay. The shorter the gears, the better. 340 would be fine. Okay. Nice. But yeah, with shorter gear, with the small, what do you say? With the gearbox too small, or the number of gears too small, I think it would be bad for our low horsepower engine. It would struggle in the early gears. So I think I'd keep it at this one. 3.40, let's go with that. Yes, okay, good. Okay. 1 second. Alright. Alright, let's go with this. Good middle ground. And then we should have a much better highway performance. And if this pays off, then we can do the same in our own up series. That is costing around 11k, I think. I think that's a worthy trade-off. Let's get back to that guy. Let's go for an Eaton Fuller 18 speed. Nice. Okay. Pitcher had a question. Oh, yes. In order to post pics in Discord, yes, you can link it in Imager. Maybe you can upload, or sometimes some people post in Discord. Oh, you mean, yeah, because you're a sub already. Yes, you should be able to post directly. That's true. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, just the connections. 1 second, not that one. So sleep. You just have to connect the Twitch and Discord. I always forget that stuff because Patron has a connection with Discord as well, and I can never remember if you maintain that in Patron or maintain that in Discord. And in the Twitch Discord, do you maintain that in Discord or do you maintain that on Twitch? I can never remember, so what I just do is I just Google it every time. Every time someone asks, Discord Twitch integration, and then I find the article. Okay, this one is in Discord. Okay, this one is in Patreon. And of course, thanks to my goldfish memory, after a day or maybe even less, I completely forget about it. So yeah, it's very confusing. So let us know if you have trouble finding it, picture, and we'll try to help out. Good torque range and acceleration while watching your car go. Yeah, the shorter the gears, the better. The shorter the space in between each gear, then the more you can fine-tune your power, right? You have to shift more as a consequence though. Yeah, you have more settings to choose from. Let's see if I'll hit that guy. I hope not. Okay, is that good enough? Time is it? 9:37, that should be good. Okay, it did detect that we can sleep here. Good. I imagine sleeping in a day cab might not be the most comfortable, huh? But we work with what we have. Man, love the sounds. Is that an air pressure problem? Yeah, I think that PSI, which one is the air pressure, the tire pressure? I think that's this one. So if I keep a constant rev in here around 1500 maybe. Yeah, that's slowly coming up. There you go. Hey, Silent Scotty, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. Have you guys been trucking as well? Where were you going? You can use Alan for a pillow. I don't think he'll like that. Don't let him hear it. Raid indeed. Welcome everybody. Welcome raiders. Thank you for joining our stream. Where are we right now? Can anyone recognize that state flag? I assume that's a state flag. I have a rough idea where we are. But you guys let me know if you recognize it. Okay, let's test out this new transmission. Wyoming. It's Montana. I wish. I am hearing new sounds. That thing. The gear shifting, air shifting sound kind of thing. Was that there before? Can't remember if it was. Is that accurate? I thought in the US, if I remember correctly, that shouldn't be there. Maybe that's because we chose this maxi torque kind of thing. Hey, Manuel. No worries, man, no worries. This is a different truck, not from our own up series. I'm trying things out. Yeah, this is a Mack Superliner. That guy got fed up. He's overtaking now. Not sure if I like those air shifting sounds. I remember muting them before specifically, using one of Krishbom's mods. Maybe we'll get used to it. Looking good. Hey, Black Eagle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Looking good. Yeah, I like it. Dealing's work is awesome. Our modders are amazing, aren't they? Whether you're working for free or you're asking for payment for your mods, it's great to have this community building up the content for truck sim. Because yeah, we all know it. Let's face it. If mods weren't allowed, despite SCS's best efforts, they probably will not be able to keep up the attention of the people. And this game will not be as successful as it is. G27? I do have a clutch pedal. Yeah. Should be the same with the G25. Krish gear shifter for Eaton transmission. That's full throttle right there, as you can see from the overlay. Yeah, I have an 18 speed. Is it wrong? The gear, what it's showing in the overlay? It might be a bug on the overlay. Oh yeah, what is this saying? One second, let me have a look at the overlay there. I know the revs are too low, but I'm trying to see something. Yeah, I think that's bugged. That looks like it's bugged. Yeah, that's one of the things why I'm not sharing the overlay yet. Sometimes it's bugged depending on the shifter layout of the truck. The overlay gets confused if it doesn't have the expected number of gears. Yeah, you can see you should be able to see the gear position in the overlay. I'm on the upper right corner, which should be 7 high right now, based on this one too, 7 high. But what it's showing in the overlay is 8 high. Yeah, interesting. This is Grimes, Airman, yes. But with modifications with the road. It's in the middle too. Oh, the gear is not moving. Interesting. Even the gear position is not updating. Okay, that might be bugged. 1 second, let's try and do something about that. Let's go and try something. If I restart it. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe it's related. Maybe it's related because if it cannot distinguish which gear I'm at, maybe it also can't distinguish which position I'm in. Is it still in the center? Maybe we'll just hide it if that's the case. Yes, Grimes with the snowplow mod activated. Hey Rook, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining. How have you been? 19 hours and oh my goodness. Here we go. Yeah, this is Grimes Winter Mod, but I removed the snow on the roads. I was not a fan of the snowy roads. I kind of like this contrast better. Good. Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome stuff, guys. Look at that. We're now at 70 miles per hour and the revs are only at 1500. Good call, Alex and Miguel. Thanks for helping me out. Yeah. I think we can even afford to go 3.25 or something. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Awesome. Thank you. And because we're not really hauling super heavy stuff, it shouldn't be a problem. Hey DG, how's it going, man? We're getting the green light. No need to stop through the way station. Good. Just pass through. Cross over to Colorado. You can confirm that Krishman's Freightliner DD13 engine sound is spot on. Is that new? DD13. Is that the one for the Cascadia? You know, right. Final week. Oh, nice. Almost officially truck driver. Goodness. Happy for you, man. Hang in there. Almost there. Good luck. Final stretch. Cascadia. Nice. Remind me again, are you driving the Cascadia too? That's why you can confirm that it sounds the same. Now we're on the right track. Let's hear that Jake now. Okay, here we go. Maybe the wrong button. How about that? That's what I can give you. I like it. Very dynamic. Reorder 3408. Oh, a lot of people have been looking forward to that. Nice. Schneider. That sounds very familiar. I think we have that in the game, don't we? From one of the real company mods. Entire fleet is Cascadia. Nice, man. That is great to hear. Congrats. When you have the time, share with us on Discord. Share with us a photo. Hey, Don for Gaming. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Dave in Black Eagle. Thanks for the follow too. Sorry I missed you guys. Do I post videos in YouTube about mods? Yes, I do. Not as often as before. Recently, I've been focusing on our ETS2 and ATS series in YouTube. So we are role-playing as an owner-operator. But yes, I do have some mod spotlight videos. And we do spotlight some mods in that series as well. There you go. Thanks for the link, chat. Should get your truck next week. Nice. Looking forward to it, bro. Awesome, man. Congrats. Most of their trucks are white or dark gray. Orange and as orange can be. Very, what do you say, catchy. Very eye-catching. Trailers you mean. So it's like a white and orange combo. Nice, very clean looking. Maybe we'll see one on the road here. Point us out when you see one. We should have them covered in the real company mods, I think. Wow, we're actually speeding now. We're actually at the stage where we can speed. Yeah, I'm just not such a fan of the shifting sound. Drive safely if you're still here. Maybe you're familiar with that, I'm not sure. Do you remember where the shifting sound is? And why some transmissions have it, some don't? Because I might need to modify that manually if it really gets to me. I'll have to look for where that reference is. Oh, this is the we're reaching Colorado Springs, maybe? Soon on the left. That means we just passed Denver. Maybe. That's the color they painted their equipment. Nice. Orange was the cheapest paint back in the 50s and 60s. Very economical. Nice. Very smart move. And now it's like a brand, right? When you see orange, you know it's them. Good decision. It's a very bright orange. Miguel knows it too. Transmission file. Makes sense. That's why if you choose a different transmission, you may or may not have shifting sounds. Perfect, thank you. And for those who are more familiar with trucks, how does it go, guys? Like for you, Miguel, when you shift, do you hear that air shifting sound? Is that normal? Because I think from what I've read in the forums before, at least for US trucks, you shouldn't have that air shifting sound or something. I'm not really sure. I'll do it again for you. That one. Especially when you're going from low to high, the split. Yeah, it's still doing the... It's still making that sound even with just the splitter. Second that. Grab a drink here. Can't remember hearing much of air sounds from the splitter when the manually trained in. Maybe a little. That's what I read too. That it's more of a European truck thing. To be honest, I'm not sure though. But yeah, it's not too bad. I remember it irked me out a bit before. Not because of the shifting sounds themselves, but because the shifting sounds sometimes get cut as you shift. Like that, it has that sequence, right? The shifting, fading in, fading out. And sometimes when you shift too fast, it gets cut in the middle. It doesn't sound real. But I think they fixed that now. I haven't heard that cutting off sound in a while. Depends on the transmission. Some transmissions are all air shifted. I see. What is the alternative? If you're not air shifted, how are you shifting? Yeah. Must be something happening in the transmission there, with the gears. Oil? I don't know. Vacuum shifted. Mac has done some strange stuff over the years, especially with transmissions. So this might actually be accurate. This might actually be how the real thing works. Okay, that is a good argument. When you go from high to low, there is a sound. If you drive a 10 speed, you go from 5 to 6, you have to pull the splitter up and there's an air hissing sound. Oh, so like that. So there, it really is something like that. Cool. Okay, that's good to know. And I read it wrong. One second. There we go. Wrong gear. Curves ahead. I'm trying to look for the which city we're at right now. Poncha Springs. Did we go past Colorado Springs already, or is it this one? Might be this one. No, we are actually in Pueblo already. Ow, might have passed it a while ago. Moving the splitter is gonna create that air hissing sound. Okay, thank you. Very slight hissing. Like that then. I'm into that. Good. But if you're shifting from not the splitter, like the actual gear, should there be a similar sound? Maybe that's what the other people didn't like, because the game cannot distinguish between just a splitter versus an actual gear shift. About like that. Okay, cool. Once you're in higher low, there's no air sound when shifting. There is no air sound. Okay, I see. Thank you. Good. Alright, we'll leave it in then. As long as it doesn't cut off, I'm okay with it. Good. So there's still snow everywhere. I saw something recently. I had a former colleague who lives now in, that was in Canada. He took a photo of the map in Canada. I think it was in British Columbia. And it was right across the Highway 1. I think you guys remember the TCH 1. And it looked like all the roads there were closed. And I'm assuming it's because of the weather. Most probably. So I'm wondering if it's the same here. I think Colorado had some bad weather recently as well, right? I mean, it's winter. It's bound to happen. But as we go more and more to the south, things should mellow down a bit, hopefully. Actually, in New Mexico, does it snow? It doesn't sound right, but I would have no idea. I wonder what Grimes did. If everything is just snowy, or it depends on the state. You haven't noticed this air operation in these new automatic manual transmissions in Cascadias. What do you mean by air operation, Rook? Sorry, it's a bit beyond my vocabulary. It snows in areas of New Mexico and even Arizona. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it's just the way they're portrayed in the movies, right? Like in Breaking Bad kind of thing. Oh, that was our first stutter. Like where it's all deserty, looks hot as heck. And the same with Arizona. Very like hot climate. Well, that makes sense. Shouldn't be that far. Shouldn't be too close to the equator yet, maybe. Sorry, I'm trying to read the name. Can I call you CP? States have tornado season every year. Yikes. That's scary. By air operation, you mean if these auto manuals have a high or low range, and whether or not they're hissing when moving between. I see. Okay. Cool. Well, haven't noticed any hissing anyways, yeah. I guess ultimately it depends on the transmission, huh? Interesting. So it's good that actually SCS made it that way, that you can customize the sounds based on transmission. At least it can simulate somewhat that same air hissing or not, depending on the transmission. Grimes can change the weather by area when you activate the mod. Yeah, that might make sense, Miguel. Well, technically, if they're using different textures, like if the entire area of Florida will have different textures, then ideally he would be able to like isolate and say, okay, entire Florida, all the textures in Florida don't have snow, and it's only Florida that will be affected, right? Oh, welcome to New Mexico. There you go, land of enchantment. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case, if we have really unique textures for each state. It does seem like it, right? Because each new DLC we get brand new textures, but it might not be the entire thing. The more sound modding they open up, the better. Yeah, that's true. Recently they added this cabin insulation, right? And the sound modders have been enjoying the heck out of it. And for sure us too. I enjoy the insulation of the more modern cabs, like the Scania R that we're driving in ETS 2 series. Man, the sound insulation there is intense. You can hardly hear the engine anymore, as compared to this one for sure. These way station notifications are a real thing. Tablets in our trucks let us know when a way station is active and we have to pull in. That is so cool. That is so cool how that works. Yeah. Does it happen often? Like, is there a how do I phrase this? How often do you need to stop? Like, is the getting an exception, being allowed to go through and go straight and go past the way station, is that more of an exception than the rule? Or is it more like a 50-50 kind of thing? Or maybe the opposite. It'll have to be something probably in the future. Discounts in Steam from ATS and ETS. Nice. Time to buy then, guys. Best time to buy. So far, you've only seen one notification, and the way station is not active. Ah, I see. So maybe it's not like a very strict process. Maybe it's more whoa, it's a huge stutter. Maybe it's more of a random checks, right? Not really like all the trucks passing through getting checks. Autosave. Yeah, normally the autosave doesn't stutter for me, but yes, that time we also saw the autosave buffering, or the autosave icon, so it might be. You've been training with the local driver ranks around one city. Nice, thank you. Yeah, it's great getting these insights from actual drivers. Get a peek at how it looks in the real world and how close or how far we are in the simulator. It's our favorite guy, guys. goodness. We'll be able to reach his hammer faster. Bam. Alex takes the cake. Oh my goodness, I don't like this parking. I'm too bad at parking already. I'm too rusty to do this. Ay. Fine. I think we'll need to go inside there, right? So let's position it in here as early as possible. And let's keep the windows closed for now, because it'll get noisy. You can ban from your tab. Power. If you can back using the mirrors and Parker in the dock, you're pretty darn good. Yeah, that's a huge if for me. I saw Alex do this. He didn't even break a sweat. That applause might be too early, but thanks to Gil. Let us know if you're looking for something specific, Roman. We can try and help.
A few moments later.
Goodness, this guy reverses slow, huh? Oh, that's for Alex. I thought it was for me. Oh, man. Now my feelings are hurt. Okay, let's turn it this way. The true mirror FOV really helps in this case. I'm getting a nice gauge on the distance and the angle of the trailer. Good. Even out the turn here. I hope I'm not near there. Oh crap, yeah, that's not enough turning. Can I make it through there? It's going to be close. Yeah, okay, good. Alright, let's see. Let's get some space in here. How does this thing work? Oh, so it would help, I think, if we move this way first. And then we turned in later, after we get a bit of space from that right side. Like so. And then let's turn in. There's the set of crates, or whatever they are, that we have to crest. Assuming this is really where we should be parking, right? I actually haven't even seen the cones yet, so we might be off the target here. Oh, that's nice. Actually seeing day cab advantages. There we go. I have to go out, guys. Can't see stuff. Okay, that doesn't look half bad, right? We're on the right track there. See again. We are making this turn quite nicely, I think. We can afford to make it sharper, maybe. And then we'll probably need to go forward again one more time and see how it's looking. I'd have to turn that sharper because I'm still not seeing my trailer there. Yeah, I think I didn't turn hard enough. Maybe we can still make it work. Okay, let's turn it here faster. Okay, thank you. Mirrors out the window. Day cab backing, a perfectly professional methods for backing. Get out and look is also another thing they hammer on. Yeah, right. And don't hit stuff, right? I think I'm a bit too late on that regard, but yeah, I think I backed myself into a corner here because I'm hitting that left side. This train is getting in the way. Generally frowned upon. Oh, look, there's a train. Oh, does that come with the bell that Drive Safely was saying? Right? I think so. Let's keep that closed. Yeah, I'm all the way here on this side. It's not good. We might have to go again, guys, the other way because I'm too much here on this side. Hitting stuff, it's a requirement in Swift. I guess I must belong quite well then, huh? What I can do actually is reverse all the way. Let me move the windows up. Reverse all the way and then just go straight to the right and then reverse that way maybe. Because right now I'm back way too much here on the left side. So I'll just try and take a bit of space. Get some space here. That's the edge, looks like. And then let's move here to the right. Get some space in. So I can reverse it to the right spot. There you go. Good. I think that looks good. Oh, actually we were close. We were quite close already. Yeah, on this side we do have space, that's good. I love the visibility in this truck, huh? You can really use your mirrors for parking, making it really feel like the real thing. They have advantages, and even the visibility on the sides are pretty good actually. Is that good enough? I think that should be good enough, right? I think so. Let's go and line them up. Am I a bit too far? Yeah, that looks good. I'll take it. Thank you. I think that's cool. Thank you. Slow but sure. That's the way I like it. SCS in the invisible walls. We are encouraged to hit things, just don't get the penalty. Good. E-bell instead of a steel bell, oh my goodness. There's even a distinction. Wow. If you hit stuff you get scolded at, but more so when you configure wrong parts. There you go. Where shall we go next? Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Peterbilt 520A. Hey, I want that. Or an Oshkosh M1070. You guys familiar with this? It's like a military vehicle through and through. Ambulances to Arizona. Sholo. Any preference? I would like that. Let's take this. Peterbilt 520. Thanks, guys. Oh my goodness, it's snowing. Okay. At least now we get to hear the snowstorm. Not the scolded. Ooh. Oh, there's the trucks already. Nice, they loaded up for us. So we didn't have to reverse separately. Pretty interesting looking trucks. Has any one of you driven this before? Do we have this in the... as one of the mods here in ATS maybe? A paid mod? And it's interesting how this is set up if you look. They're actually right on top. The rear axle, they're on top of each other. Might have to censor this. 1 second. Maybe I shouldn't be looking. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Wintry vibes through and through. Let's do this. Good. Glad you chose the P2 because I just read that. Sorry. Does it snow like this in New Mexico? Sure hope so. This feels like the real thing. Yeah, this winter mod is amazing, isn't it? Amazing how much can be done with mods. There you go. Thank you. Used for garbage removal. Oh, these trucks that we're hauling? I see. Might be, huh? So what would they usually put? Because do they have a fifth wheel? Not really, huh? You would put a... It's a rigid chassis, I think, right? These are rigid chassis. So you'd probably put something on their backs. A dump trailer or something. A dump container or or that garbage thing with the fancy door. Never driven one of those. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, it's a good guess. Even the snow effects are there on the tires, right? Oh goodness, that's getting close. Bad visibility. Man, I like this. I'm actually starting to feel the cold. Not really, but it's too much for the scorching heat here in Singapore, but it's as close as I can get to winter for sure. Hey, Caso, is it the real Caso? Long time no see, man. How are you? Okay, thanks, Miguel. That would be great. Best to take it slow in the snowstorm. Definitely agree. Yeah, the visibility is very bad. And it's also starting to get dark. Not a good combination, guys. Great to hear, Caso. Pretty late there, isn't it? Good thing you're still up. Glad you could join. Maybe we get to see those on the road. A green back. Oh, okay. I'll keep my eye out. Keep an eye out on them. Oh, looks like the weather is getting better. I like this transition. Very nice transition. You kind of see the weather turning and the frequency of the snow lessening. It's very nice weather engine. And now it's gone. And then the snow on the windshield, it slowly evaporates, right? Or gets blown off the truck. Either way. Very nice. And it looks like the real thing. Like, they're still there, but they're kind of fading ever so slowly that you don't even notice. It's pretty cool. Yes, this is my Grimes lighter. How are you, man? Sorry, I didn't catch your message a while ago. How's it going? What have you been busy with these days? Thanks, Rook. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here and good luck again. Keep us posted. We'll be waiting for those pics. Yes, Slider, this is the winter mod by Grimes, but the roads. I removed the snow on the roads. Stay safe. Thank you. You were a class of busing on Fernbus. Ah, I see. With your team. Oh, the football DLC, nice. Yeah, that's some great role-playing action there, huh? If you're a fan of football and a fan of bus sims, it's a great combo. 1200 kilometers with a bus, cool. And that's even the 1 to 5 scaling? Or what's the scale of Fernbus again? Something like that, right? that's pretty long. Sounds like a fun drive. The lights are on already, yes. It just doesn't seem like it. Yeah, that's one of the things that I think should be improved by the lighting by SCS. During the transition, it's not obvious sometimes. Yeah, so dim. Once it gets darker, we'll see it better. Hopefully. Hey, Supreme Trucker. Welcome to the stream. If you're looking for a specific mod, let us know. Maybe we can help. (103 kilometers on an 80), so typical Casa driving. I see. 7:03 in the evening. Yeah, there it is, getting dark. Now you can see the dials better. Are those shooting stars? Indeed, and this guy actually stopped his car to see them. What a troll. Goodness. Shooting stars apparently. And AI reacting to them. That's new for me. I think I kinda remember shooting stars but not the AI slowing down. That's very realistic, huh? Yeah, we have some nice mods coming from our community for ATS. Not much recently, but over the past few weeks and months, yes. Shooting star in default skybox. Subaru driver slowed down to watch the shooting stars. Yeah, it seems like it, right? Sure seems like it. Hey, speaking of Netflix, guys, you guys watching anything new? Does any one of you watch Expanse? Did you guys watch the ending? No spoilers here, no spoilers here. Yes, great series. I'm kind of tempted to read the books now. Some cities change in ETS. Well, lots of changes in pro mods, lots of new additions. Yeah, so it's even better than before. Subaru almost became a shooting star. So true. It was a hair away. Did you guys see the movie, the Don't Look Up movie? Oh my goodness, that was a nice one. Very different, very kind of eye-opening in a way. Yeah. It's good, those kinds of movies. Scolding at the dumb driver. If you can reach him, you might need someone's help for scolding. Young Justice, I'm not familiar with it. Oh, HBO Max is also like a separate subscription, right? Like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max. That's some tempting one as well. I'm still holding off on Disney Plus, but I know that I'm missing a lot of Marvel series and Star Wars series. It's getting harder and harder. Yeah, exactly. Arc. I'm getting tempted to buy. The Hawkeye one looks fun. I think it was more of a Christmas themed mini-series, right? The Hawkeye. That looked fun. And the other one's definitely the what was the one? The Mandalorian. I haven't watched any of the iconic Disney Plus series, so lots of series lined up. But yes, recently I haven't had much time to watch. Only 1 episode, 2 episodes a week. Been pretty hectic, but good hectic, so not complaining. Expanse was great. Yeah, I wish it wouldn't have ended. Although I read somewhere, I think the books actually set it up that way. So I think they have it set right in Expanse. I think one season is one book. So here, season 6, the end is book 6. And I think in the books, book 7 was actually 30 years after the last event in season 6, in book 6. So I guess it's a good place to stop the TV show, because it would be like mostly different characters anyway if they continued, if they were basing it on the book. So I guess in that way, it's a very nice end to the series. But then again, I hope they continue book 7 and maybe a brand new spin-off series or something, even with new characters. It's a bit ironic, but it's the most realistic sci-fi show I've watched, with the real like physics problems and physics limitations built in. It's quite nice. So it's more believable than most. So much stuff on Disney to watch, I know, right? Yeah, you'll never run out. Well, maybe you will, but they keep putting out new stuff too. $30-year gap isn't there. You could have made more though. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I think they mentioned they're open to making new ones, but I don't think there's anything planned. I would imagine that they will though at some point. Totally different characters, different story, but same universe. That would be great. Beltaloda. We should write a strong letter to Amazon, I know, right? Yeah. Sci-fi fans unite. Is the map. Thankfully, Scotsman is AFK. He's too busy with his trains. This break sounds like a saw. That one? That is the sound of music. Where's the... I think we need to sleep soon. There is a... there is a stop coming up. I hope it's not on the other side though. Not seeing any signs for rest area, so we'll skip through that. You know, one thing that would be cool, being able to scroll through the map here in the GPS. Oh crap, yeah, I think it's on the other side. Yeah, if we could like do that, zoom in, zoom out, scroll up and down to navigate while you're driving. Probably not the safest thing. Oh crap, yeah. Let's skip through it. Let's just drive through the night for a change. That would be cool. Anyway, I think we're close because we're delivering this to Albuquerque. Yeah, let's just sleep afterwards. Don't care to sleep. Well, good for us. We can have you here longer. Hey, that's nice. I think that's... is that the MAC Stepdeck or maybe a different trailer? I'm not sure. Quite nice logo. Sleep is for the weak. No. I love sleeping. Just at night though. I'm not a fan of sleeping in midday. But yes, I would like to sleep early. Old guy problems. 10 PM? Knocked out. Granted, I do wake up at 5, but still. Okay, so where should we be going? Oh, coffee, anyone? Nice ad there. I think that's one from MLH probably, right? Real company mod includes everything from actual companies to billboards, corner shops and everything, gas stations. Very nice mod to have. Oh, wow. Very powerful braking, thankfully. Goodness. Looks like a bit of traffic up ahead. Who needs rest areas? This is the rest area. Like, what do you mean no sleeper? It's right here. What do you mean day cab? Is it a rare experience these days, guys? I'm not sure if it's a Singaporean thing or if it's really like a generational thing. It's probably a generational thing. But the youngsters these days, they are very fond of their acronyms, huh? Yeah, I think I've encountered that in our community too. And I keep getting lost. All the acronyms you could think of. I've learned so much from you guys through the the years. Like NGL, WDYM. Oh my goodness. It's too much for my brain. All these letters. Cappuccino in Discord, I would not refuse that. Or maybe an espresso. No. But you don't call it an espresso there, do you? Just call it cafe? Now I want more coffee. Oh yeah. You like that gurgle of the engine? The low revs as it struggles to stay alive. Oh, there's even an indicator there. What I'm not a huge fan of, I'm not sure if this is really how the truck looks like. That color? Yeah, the indicator there. It looks more like a 90s kind of website to me. You know, that effect with the glow of a button, like back then in Macromedia Flash, back when Flash was a real was a very famous thing for websites. That was the default, how the default button looked like. It looks so not realistic to me, but maybe that's how the real thing looks like. Just triggers many of my university memories. So I worked with Flash a lot before, that software. So I always see this kind of button. It triggers so many memories. And for me, that's a big thing. Tiramisu, oh, I'll take that too. I will gladly take that too. Oh, too bad Rohan isn't here. He had some pizza the other day. It was amazing. Because we've been having pizza from time to time, having it delivered. And recently, we found out that this place that we were actually ordering from, we actually went there in that area for one of the errands that we had to do. Sorry, bus. And we found out that it was right there in that same area where we were going. So we were able to eat right there and then in that establishment for pizza. And my goodness, it's amazing. It's you can't match it, right? Compare eating it right out of the oven versus waiting 30 minutes or more for the delivery. It's the quality is something you cannot compare. And no matter how much you try to preserve that pizza, put it in some fancy container or whatnot, you can't beat the fresh thing. Oh, it was pricey as heck, but it was worth it. Goodness, I'm imagining it. Maybe we'll go back there soon. Good. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't hit that car. Wonder what happened there. Truck broke down. Nice gentle gurgle, nothing screaming. Food talk going. Food always finds a way to creep into the topics. And I think it was a bad choice because now I'm hungry. Ay ay ay. Cannot wait to have lunch after this. My goodness. So where are we parking this thing? I don't see it, but I think I'm familiar with this one. Should be somewhere on the left. Tiramisu, oh man. Oh yeah, I know, right? Just imagining it. Is tiramisu Italian? Does seem to fit, right? I often see that in Italian restos. It sounds more like Japanese though, based on the pronunciation. Latvian. So French. Oh my goodness, all the mix-up. We're always hungry here. I know. Ah yeah, that's wrong. We are like one slot apart. Well, maybe we can turn the other way, like so. And it's hard parking in this game at night because the lighting is pretty lackluster in most areas. Come on, turn it up. I have no idea what's happening. I think we're not making it. This is where you'll be thankful that those cones at least shine a bit at night. Or do they? Yes, they do. Just a tad. Very minimal. Okay, let's turn this sharper. Am I going straight? I am. My bad. Oh my goodness, I cannot see what's happening there. Oh, okay, I think I get it. Should not be going towards this trailer. Actually, should be going on this other side. Yeah, that's the one. And now we turn. Welcome back, Scotsman. You were not here to defend your Disney Plus's honor. I think Jack said some things. New things! Yeah, thanks to Twitch. So even followers, even if you're not a sub, you get some new emotes. I didn't have time to make some fully custom ones though, so that's what I have to do for now. Blue Dogos. Where the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay. Actually, that parking wasn't too bad. I would have thought that should have been accepted already. If we just straighten this out now, that should be good already. Let's see. Isn't it? Oh, that might be a bit too far. Okay, let's move it here. Your favorite. Is that the laughing dog? I think so, right? Oh, there we go. That looks good. Nice. Can we get one more? Maybe a short job? I might have to end the stream a bit earlier, guys, because I can feel my throat acting up. And I have an important call later in a few hours. I have to prepare for my voice for it. So I think we'll do one short job and then we'll call it an episodo. What I can do though is we could... I'm thinking if I should sleep first before I take this. Nah, let's do it. No, you still can't get those emotes. Why not? Weird. Any of the emotes? You are subbed. Who said it first? Wasn't me. Okay, some ambulances this time. I like the variety of cargo here in the Stepdeck from Bart. I haven't been able to explore all of these before. Makes it more vibrant, right? Yep. 10 hours to go. We'll be late for this job. Well, those ambulances won't like it. Ooh, flashbang. My bad. Ooh, it's cold. Close it up. You can actually hear it when you're outside. You can hear the ground, the snow hitting the ground more. I like that. Oh, sore throat, you mean? No, it's my throat drying up from all the speaking. So I have to tone it down a little. Chill vibes. There we go. On the roads, take it slow. Slow and steady. We have 3 hours left. Yeah, 3 hours 47 remaining on the job, and we will get there in 3 hours 19. Probably not going to be 3 hours 19. Probably going to be more. Out of tequila confirmed. Yes, I need a resupply, guys. Goodness. You guys have any holidays coming up? This is like the... actually, in Singapore, we're a bit fortunate about that, but in like Western worlds, I think this is a bit of a lull in the holiday department. You go through, especially in the US, I imagine, you go through Thanksgiving, you go through Christmas, New Year, all the holidays, and then after January, it's like nothing's happening. Feb, March, I don't know when the first holiday is. But here in Singapore, thankfully, we celebrate Chinese New Year, which is for this year, it's going to be the 1st of February. So I kind of like have a long weekend. No plans yet, but yes, I have a long weekend. So Saturday, Sunday is the normal weekend. And then Monday is like a work day, but I'll take the day off. And then Tuesday, Wednesday is the holiday. It's the only holiday in Singapore that's more than 1 day long. So it's really a big thing here for most folks. I think in China that spans for like a whole week or something. You have those emotes. Well, at least you have the kappa, the Clumsy kappa, right? But yeah, I wonder why you don't get the follower ones. Maybe you're in a favorites tab or something. Maybe it's just a different tab. It's weird. Easter next for US. Yeah, I think so, which is probably still April, right? Hey, Mikri. Yes, indeed. So if you go inside your frosty.scs file, open it using 7-zip or whichever software. Go inside the materials folder. You'll see a roads folder there. Just delete that. And when you load up the game, no more snow. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Couldn't find the gear. Sure thing, McCree. Yeah, I like it better too. In and Out. Oh, goodness. Is In and Out still famous there? I guess it depends on the state. I think I asked this before. But as a foreigner, In and Out is one of the like famous burger shops to try. Although I must admit, when we tried it before, it was not that. I mean, it's good, but it was not that iconic for me. I think it's more the hype than anything. Man, I like this view. So nice. Just got shivers there. So I took everything in. More in the western US. I see. Hey, Internet. How are you, man? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think we had that in LA probably. Somewhere in California if I remember correctly. Doing good, doing good. Hoping for a bit of winter here. No, but to be fair, it is a teeny weeny bit colder recently here in Singapore. Maybe 1 or 2 degrees colder than usual. And that's the best we can hope for. But yeah, still no jackets or whatnot. But at least it's more survivable without air conditioning. Yeah, exactly. They say it does snow here. Yeah, but maybe not everywhere, not every time, but it can snow here, they say. Yeah, me and Mrs. Clumsy have a discussion about that. We always try to, oh, it's cold today, I wonder what the temperature is. And we would take our guesses. I would always be guessing on the lower side. I think it's 22. And then it turns out it's like 27. Just a tad off the mark. Yeah, Mrs. Clumsy is much closer to the accurate thing. Dress in layers. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I had no idea what layers were before. Like, maybe I first encountered them when I went to Cincinnati, maybe. But yeah, I had no idea what layers were back then. What do you mean layers? What's a layer? You just wear something and that's that. Right? You wear a shirt, period. You're done. Why do you need layers? And I soon found out afterwards. And even with all those layers, it did not help me at all. Snowstorms in the game help the air conditioning. Oh yeah, that would be the next thing, right? You can actually feel that you're inside the cab. Literally feel. Because if it's cold, if it's hot, you get to feel it too. My goodness. Next level immersion. Yeah, I have not heard about that either. Insulation for walls? Why would you need that? Goodness, if you could live without walls here, it would be perfect. Need as good a ventilation as you can get. Come in, air, come in. Rio Grande. Anyone looking forward to something? A new mod, a new game, a new simulator? I'm looking forward to X-Plane 12. Looking forward to the 737, the Microsoft Flight Simulator. 11 inches of snow. My goodness. Hello, winter. So I'm guessing your roads didn't look like this, huh? Just a tad different. In Toronto, you have insulation. Negative 17? Oh my goodness, negative 17. Yikes. I know, right? Yes, 7.3. They say the 737-700 is the first one coming out, I believe. And then it will probably be followed by the 800. To be honest, I'm not sure what the difference is. From what I know, it's only the length. But then with the length, the flight dynamics change, right? So I guess it's going to be a big thing. Essential traffic only on the roads. I see. So even the roads got closed for most people. I see. Yikes. Stay safe. Glad you're staying home. Buckeye State. What's a Buckeye? It sounds so familiar. Is that like the name of the team or something? Is that an animal? Or both? It's a type of tree. Oh, there you go. Okay. Just a bit off the mark there. Swing and a miss. A nut from a tree. Coming from Alex, you kind of think, is there a hidden meaning in there? I wish that was just literal. Look at those clean roads. And alright. There are tree nuts here. I don't think it snowed here at all over Christmas. But it's 3 right now. Ah, I see. Yeah. That's wintry enough. How do you guys handle the heat in your homes? Because I know some people, I think, to save electricity, they have minimal heating and they just put layers on. Or are you guys more into the give me heating and give it quick kind of thing? Yeah, I remember before when we went to, well, when I went to places with winter, I was like, what is this coily thing for? The radiator. How the heck do you use it? And then I had to figure out quick because it was getting cold. A horse chestnut. So why is it called that? Do you have plenty of those Buckeyes there in Ohio? You exposed me. Oh my goodness. It sounds scary. Hey Lewis. Thanks for the heads up. Nice sky here. Yeah, it's a pretty friendly winter right now, thankfully. Not the hardcore stuff you guys are used to. I can imagine, Lewis. Is that how you found me? Yikes. Hey Emerson, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Goodness, this is nice. I haven't driven here in quite a while. Oftentimes I just stay in the northeast side of the ATS map. Staying and just sticking to Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, sometimes Utah as well, sometimes Oregon as well, Washington and Pro Mods Canada. But I try and stay away as much as possible from Canada, not Canada, California and Nevada. Those areas are really old and you really feel it in the map. And then Arizona, I think, is okay. I think it's gotten a lot better thanks to the signs from Nat Vander. New Mexico is okay as well. But yeah, I just haven't had a lot of time to go there, so it's nice we finally got to visit, see how it looks in winter. Probably shouldn't be this snowy, but I'll take it. A little bit of creative freedom. Sure hope not, sure hope not. Nice. Looks pretty mountainous as well. I think I remember, where was it? I remember I flew in Flight Sim once to, I believe it was Albuquerque Airport. Yeah, pretty mountainous. You can actually, I think, only approach from one side because I think the airport is facing the mountains or whatnot. Sorry! Oh, it's actually a very long yellow light. Nice. Wendy's or McDonald's? Take your pick. We were actually we were planning to order McDonald's yesterday. Oh, maybe we'll order it today. Because there is a special Chinese New Year promotion. Twister fries. That Twister fry doesn't come often. It's a guilty pleasure of ours. Junk food through and through, but still tempting. Hey, 1 second. This is where we're parking. Actually don't need to go through that way all throughout. I can just go straight here and then maybe reverse it. Jollibee, yeah. Yes. We actually have a Jollibee near us now here. Jollibees here in Singapore are starting to bud up one by one. It's a great thing. Before we had to go a bit far to eat there. Now we have quite a few to choose from near us. Wendy's is the #1 fast food. Oh really? Wow. Yeah, I don't think we have Wendy's here in Singapore, but we do have quite a lot of them in the Philippines. Mrs. Clumsy is a huge fan of the, I'm not sure if you have it there, the Frosties, like the ice cream, super sweet but super tempting. Is that the right spot? I hope so. I hope I'm not looking at the wrong cone. 1 second, let's go outside and check. Yeah, it is the right one, but I don't think I have enough space for it. Let's get some space. Dip your fries in the Frosties. Ah, good. Yes, exactly. That is something we also do often. Good combo. Jollibee is better in Asia than it is anywhere else. Yeah, I don't think I've tried Jollibee outside Asia. Although it has been growing quite fast as well in other countries. Nice to see. But yeah, I can imagine the taste would be different. I can imagine the parts would be bigger. But yeah, it's probably different tasting. It makes me proud though, as a Filipino, it makes me proud when I see foreigners eating in Jollibee. It's like, oh, it's not only for Filipinos. Actually, even the guys who, the locals in this country, where the Jollibee is at, are starting to like it too. That seems a bit off, but we'll see if it will accept it. We'll probably have to adjust one more. Just a bit crooked. Just a bit. What's #1 for you, Miguel? It's not great in Canada. Oh, in Cebu, yeah. I imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, maybe they're still trying to get the right ingredients to Canada. They probably cannot import the exact same one, so you have to look for alternatives. Yeah, like right here in Singapore, the Jollibee is a lot, how would you say, healthier, because I think they have to make it halal. So no pork products and whatnot, and then I think they have to use different ingredients. Oh my goodness, sorry guys, I'm all out of whack on this one. Okay, maybe we can still salvage it. How about that? Won't go green? Nope. Nope. Okay. Fine. Food trucks. I'm not sure you can call that fast food. Well, it is fast, but it's more of a food truck category, I think. Tacos and whatnot, those kinds of things. Oh my goodness, those are good. Okay, so we have to turn sharper, like so, because we are crooked. Yeah, that looks like more like it. Yes, exactly. And then straighten it out. That's the way. Okay. Might have overdone it a bit, but that should be much better than before. There we go. I see that other cone on that side. Nice, I think we're good. Jaffa cake is classed as... Yeah, that's a hard question. Yeah, they do have Jollibees in the US already. In some areas, depending on the state, I think. So it's a fast-growing business. Quite nice. Cool, I like this. Good. Oh crap, how late? Just 6 minutes. Oh, if we could have just done that in one shot, we could have done that better. Cool. Jaffa cake hogger. And it's snowing again, where all the snow is really winter, guys. Alright, I think we'll end it earlier, guys, so I can rest my throat before my call. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for the discussions as always. Looking forward to what's next in ATS, in Flight Sim, and the entire simulator community as a whole. Looking forward to it. Thanks for staying, thanks for hanging out, and catch you guys on Discord. If you are not yet in Discord and you'd like to join, unfortunately there's no exclamation point Discord anymore. There's an exclamation point email where you can email me and I will give you the link. We're just trying to prevent trolls because we've had an incident recently and we don't want it to happen again. So thanks everyone, have a great night and catch you on Discord. Thanks, and Clumsy Trucking. Bye bye.